Would you take a 50-50 chance at $5 million or death? Why or why not? Yeah, either way I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I would totally go into work and act like nothing had happened. Then I'd ask everyone I work with for financial help, tailoring the amount to what I think they could comfortably afford. Everyone who offers to help out gets a nice payday from me. If 5p monsieur anyone I know couldn't afford it gets a free pass and I'd help them out. Question: how fast would I die if I lost? Would it be instant or would I have to contemplate my mortality before it happened? I'd say instant death, yes. Can we do it multiple times? Congrats, you won the 5 million. Damn it, 2 out 3. One more go. 50-50 to lose it all. Edit, spelling. This a choice then? Yeah, flip that coin. What's the downside? You win 5 mil. You lose. You get best case scenario death. There's only victory here. Agreed. I won't have to live with consequences either way. Edit. I mean that I'll be so rich I can buy my way out of my consequences. Pro tip: take out a $10 million life insurance policy to set your family up before taking this bet. Edit. I put zero thought into this answer. Would intentionally putting yourself in danger invalid that policy? It depends on the policy. My life insurance policy has a suicide exclusion for the first 2 years of the policy, which is the ultimate of putting yourself in danger. So if I die after 2 years of having the policy, basically the only way they'll get out of paying is if we don't pay our premiums. I love how you can see the difference of people who answer here. No, I'm worth more than 5 mil, or I love my family too much to risk it. Then you got your people. Like, fuck yeah, death. Fuck yay. For me it's kind of a different scenario. I am practically dying, untreated diabetic for nearly a decade. If I had 5 mil I could afford to take care of myself just with the interest on that. As is. I'm just waiting to die anyways. I wanted to say you overestimate Reddit's will to live, but looks like I underestimated it. I am unsure if I should be proud or disappointed. Edit. Spelling. Creds to you, Lieutenant Worf _. You've got to remember, most of us on Reddit right now are probably adults at work. We have a different view of life than the edgy teens who will answer this when they get out of class. Edit. Yes. I'm well aware that it's possible you're on Reddit in class or that you hate your job. I'm definitely aware that Reddit isn't only an American website, in that there are more than a few time zones. Edit 2. Yes. Depression is a serious issue. No. This comment is an inaccurate blanket statement. If you've actually got something you want to talk about, feel free to PM me. If you're just being pedantic and complaining that I've offended you, go play outside. If you asked this to me a few days ago I would say nah, the money ain't worth a chance to die. Today sure I will risk it. If I get the money I can leave and start a new life. If I get death then I wouldn't need to start a new life. Also serious question, if I win the money do I have to pay taxes on it? Sounds like a rough breakup, buddy. Hang in there. My girlfriend turned into the moon. 2 things are always certain: death and taxes. Edit. First time getting all the likes. Didn't think people found this to be so controversial. I'm gonna say this. Even if you don't pay income tax, you still have property tax and sales tax. And to the matter of death, even if you don't die now in the game of chance, you are still gonna die in due time. Imagine that I do not accept and the next day I get hit by a car. I am invalid and my bill is $5 million ***. Lapse in European. Edit. Oh shoot, thanks a lot for my first silver. I thank you in European. Sad American noises. Is the death painless? If so, yes. Yep, you just dropped dead. Then definitely. I wouldn't have even known I died. And I call that mercy. Win LMAO. Can I keep playing until I get death? What are you suffering from that money can't solve? Life. Ask me again when my seasonal depression kicks in. If it hasn't kicked in by late February I'd say you're doing good. Edit. Yes, I forgot that the southern of gentleman the fuck autocorrect hemisphere exists. Also turns out you can get it at any point in the year. If we are speaking about a painless, instant death, it's a win-win scenario. I will be rich or I will receive a better death than my natural one. Bro, if you see, that's technically what Thanos did. You had a 50% chance to live and have more resources available to you. Currently no, but if I end up homeless and starving for a certain amount of time with no family, I probably would. Edit. This just gave me an idea for a book character. What if someone was in a deadly contest but they have a potential terminal medical issue, and if they don't get the money they'll die anyway? It's probably been done before. But it's kind of like something they might not say at first until they either have a symptom they can't hide, or they grow closer to the protagonist, or they need to confess it in a part of a game. It's called Breaking Bad. I would not. $5 million is a lot of money. But I couldn't pass up a future with my soon-to-be wife and future children. I'd best not ask my wife if she'd want my $5 million or my death sad face. I would like to win death. Or $5 million, I guess. TBH, if I win that much money I would no longer wish for death. I see this as an absolute win. Sure, either way all of your problems are solved. I would definitely. I'm already guaranteed death. But no way do I realistically have a shot at $5 million. Let it ride, baby. Man, I would take that chance twice. 3 out of the 4 outcomes in that situation involve death. Probability confuses me, but doesn't that mean there's a 75% of you dying? There would also be a 75% chance of you getting at least $5 million, and a 25% chance of getting $10 million. The only time you don't die. Or am I just being dumb? I completely forgot every lesson I had on probability, so if I'm wrong please correct me. Because it's either money or death. There is only 3 outcomes if you play twice. Because if you die the first time, you don't play the second round. The outcomes are below. Asterisk up $5 million. Then up $5 million. Asterisk up $5 million. Then dead. Family or other inheritor up $5 million. Asterisk dead. Tilde then up $5 million tilde. Asterisk dead. Tilde then dead tilde. Since betting once dead isn't logical, this leaves a 25% chance of being up $10 million. 25% of being up $5 million then dying, and a 50% chance of just being dead. In other words, you've a 75% chance of being dead and only a 50% chance of earning money. No way. I'm worth more than $5, monsieur. I'd rather be able to see my son grow up. If my luck was good, I wouldn't need the money enough to justify this. I wouldn't remotely consider it. Not even for an instant. My life isn't great. Poor social life. Average at best standard of living, where I live pretty frugally but have modern conveniences. It definitely seems like the majority of people have better lives than me. Though maybe their low points get lower than mine. And I would never ever take a risk like that. A boring, frugal life is still pretty valuable. My life might never be meaningful or exciting, but I have the basic necessities and get to enjoy new TV and movies and sports events, etc. I don't understand why anyone would risk decades of their life, even a mediocre life, just to have a nicer house and not have to go to work. Unless their life circumstances are pretty unusual. If you're 80 years old, or severely depressed, or in a terrible health and in desperate need of money to get medical help, then I get it. You have a low value of the rest of your life, so it feels like the risk would be worth it. But why would anyone do it outside of a circumstance like those? I have to think the vast majority of people in here are just joking about death being a positive outcome for the monsieur. I don't think most people saying yes have actually fully thought about it. I bet you if you loaded a 6-round revolver with 3 bullets, spun the chamber and asked these yes people if they're willing to put it against their head and pull the trigger to win $5 million. Almost all of them would chicken out. 50% chance of losing, dying, is insane. Anyone who has played roulette knows that you can bet on black or red and lose several times in a row. Those are terrible odds. If people were really this risk-seeking in real life, why wouldn't they sell all their possessions and go bet the money on roulette? Worst case scenario is that they lose all their money, which is nothing compared to death. And yet, pretty much nobody ever does that, because most people are actually risk-averse in real life. Personally, I would start to consider it if the odds of dying drop down to around 1%, and even then I would be scared shitless. Fantastic point about roulette. The $5 million is honestly a pretty low sum to risk your life over. To your point, you could definitely go to Vegas at a high-limit roulette table after selling all your possessions and set yourself up for a similar chance. Interesting way of putting it. As an American, one make that decision every time I get sick and need to go to the hospital. 50% of the time hospital gives you 5 mils? Stay home and save 5 mil or die trying. Yes, because I win either way. If I get 5 mil I can change my shitty life. If I die I don't have to live my shitty life. Worth it. Could use the cash. Don't need the life. Depends on the manner of death. Instant, drop dead. Is the 5M taxed? Bruh. Wait, you guys get paid? No, I have kids and a wife. No way I'm letting them enjoy 5 mil without me. But you don't get the money if you die. I just really dislike my family. Yes, no matter the result, my current problems would go away. Absolutely. Either it fixes all of my current problem, or suddenly my problems don't matter anymore. No, I love my wife way too much. No amount of money would be enough to risk that. It's really quite insane how many people on this thread would take this bet. Like almost all of the top 100 comments. At 50-50 you pretty much have to accept that you'll probably die. I guess this is representative of the type of culture that hangs out on Reddit a lot. I don't really get it. Even at 1 in 10,000 odds I would be deliberating this quite a while. And probably pass. You know, they are mostly words. I guess most of the people will actually not do it. Unless the few extremely depressed or having really debilitating illness. Money ain't everything, man. It can buy you a wave runner. And have you ever seen anyone frown on a wave runner? Exhibit A, Kenny fucking Powers. Lol. Might as well with my health. My thoughts as well. I'll eventually bankrupt my family with my health issues. I want to die while I still have an okay quality of life. But before I cost too much. 5 million would make that choice easier. Sorry, we're both in this shit. Hope you find some relief or at least find a good show to binge. Absolutely not. Y'all need a hug. Like legit, this is the darkest comment section I've ever seen on Reddit. Life has a lot of ups and downs. I know it sounds cliche, but trust me, it's worth living. You only have one life. Make sure you get the most out of it. Yeah, seriously, I've gotta stop using Reddit as much as I do, cause reading this shit dampers my mood. I get some of this is satire, but Jesus Christ, this is unbelievably depressing. I could be wrong, but it really seems to me that almost none of it is serious. Just a bunch of lol. Either way I don't have to work, and life sucks. Kill me now. Lame jokes about not fully loving their lives at the moment. I think the vast majority of people would never actually consider risking their lives for the money. Fuck no. I've too much to live for. This is the proper answer. I'm tired of seeing answers, jokes about, I want to die, haha. Of course I will. Worst case scenario I get $5 mil lol. Out of all of the suicidal comments, yours is the funniest lol. No, your life isn't worth any amount of money or material possession. Yours might be worthless, mine isn't. How is this in the controversial sorting? Reddit users really do not represent the normal population. Yeah, the amount of self-loathing here is pathetic. We get a single life. One existence. It's the only thing there is. And so many people are willing to throw it away for a chance at 5M. If you're living a life where death seems preferable anyway, then what would you have to lose? I'd do it for 100K. If your outlook on life is that negative, I feel bad for you. Thank you for watching.